going to cover each front as an overview, and then we'll move on. So, the Eastern Front, quote unquote, we're pushing our troops. We have about 4 stacks, maybe 3.5, probably about 3.5 stacks. Troops we're going to seize Galbrin and then hold it. Gimli is peeled off with an elite force to take the Morannon, and then hold the Morannon. Plus, I detached a small group of reinforcements. We have more troops coming, and we'll detach them southward. And then I think we have a few drips and drabs coming on in.
Onward. We march no further.
Over here we have 2 Mordor stacks that are just... Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. But I merged these 2 troops together, and you'll go after them.
My king.
You're going to come here. You're going to come here as well. And you'll link up with this, and we'll fight these 2 forces with Dale. Hopefully we can crush them. Basically put up a ginormous bullseye saying, come attack me. Hopefully they take the bait and attack me. Because that would be wonderful if they were stupid enough to do that. Retrain all of those elite troops if you can. I mean, we retook that. These troops moved across, and then we're going to go down to Tirith and Durin.
My liege. My king. Aye.
Like so.
Aye, Lord.
Besieging the settlement. You go south. See if anything's coming up the road. Nothing is, and nothing's coming from over there, so that's good. Over here, we're about to launch our assault. We should be able to just auto-resolve this. Not too bad.
A proud victory. A most noble
We'll exterminate.
conquest. My king. Aye. Approaching to engage the enemy side. Glory to the king. Have a taste of my blade.
That sent them running. No. I'm not entirely sure if I want to hold both settlements at one time. I'd rather hold this flank here, along here, so I don't know if I want to give this to...
Can I be of service? Of course, sire.
Lothlorien? It's going to take them a while to get online.
Aye, my liege.
Keep moving south, but I also don't want to garrison it.
Aye, sire. Move out. We march no further. Aye, noble sire.
So, I'll see once I get my reinforcements there.
My king. That'll do him
What
today,
I want to
sire.
do, we'll repair everything that can be repaired or needs to be repaired.
Aye, sire.
Doing fine there. Got a train horn in the background that I can hear through my headset. They come through sometimes around this time. Retrain you. Alright. So we've done the easy stuff. That, moving them. I've moved some other stuff off camera, like I just moved those troops there.
Yes, my king.
Move you up to there.
You shall not see me, sire.
And
I
show me
can't
what's
even
going
get
on
there.
here.
I'm gonna stick you.
Okay, so they have one army coming back. They might have armies coming up from the south.
To investigate. On my way.
Aye.
I can put you there to besiege it.
Have a taste of my blade.
You have the ballista,
Aye,
you
my
have
king.
the catapults. Okay, alright, so we'll bring you all in and then reshuffle your armies, and then probably hold and then send armies up from the south, from the north, south, east, crush whatever is here. I know the Dark Lord Sauron is mumbling about in this area. We're gonna take this citadel and hold it. Then that would give us a good... It'll clamp anything off coming from here. And then we'll have control here, so they'll be attacking these 2 regions here and here. We can clamp that off, and then we can shorten the front to literally here, which will help out a ton. And that's what I'm trying to do over here. I'm trying to get this so then it's here, and then I can start giving regions away. I'm thinking about giving Thorgondos to Gondor and keeping Lungin, but then that would deprive me of a fortress that I can then...
Aye,
Oh,
my
yes. Hello.
king. Onward. We've marched our limit. Be
Forgot
gone.
about you. Yeah, go ahead and attack that. That ain't gonna end well. We'll take that and then move south. Ugh. Looks like I
Aye,
had
Captain.
more troops, I thought.
Aye, Captain.
Yep, right there.
We cannot sail further today.
Move you in.
Aye, Lord.
Mitchell
Aye.
delving.
Aye, Lord. Aye, aye. Forward.
We just
Marched
need
our limit.
troops now. Lots
Aye, my king.
and lots
Aye,
of
sire.
troops.
Onward.
However and
My
wherever
king.
we can get them. Eventually
Aye,
we
sire.
won't recruit from here.
Aye, sire.
This might be the
Aye,
last
Lord.
wave that we recruit from here.
Aye.
Because we should
Forward.
be able to get Thorogondos
Marched
up
our
and running
limit.
to where it can recruit some troops. How are we doing on the old convert? 11%. That's terrible. Get a feast hall in. Get that in. Just have everything ready. Because we can retrain from here. We can do all of that from here. So our elite units we can retrain like these guys. The hammers, which we are retraining. Lungin, we're getting... ooh, a spy would actually be useful. A pub. Swap that out. You're already maxed out, so yeah, we just have to wait, and it'll be a while. We're at 6%. That's better than Mordor. All right, what do I want to do here?
Aye, noble sire. Leading the men with honor, sire. Glory and honor.
Hold up.
Fleet ready. Aye, Lord. March. Closing in the enemy.
Crush them? Ooh, that's way too many losses.
Ah, it's useless. My king.
All right.
Aye, sire. Aye.
Let's go for it. So,
An honor, my lord.
move you up here.
Aye, sire. Aye, sire.
Move you back
Aye.
around.
Forward, my king.
Move you up.
March. Aye, Lord.
There we go.
Aye, noble
But
sire.
what do you
Aye.
do? Get here.
Onward. Aye, my liege.
Ooh, what we got?
To battle.
Not afraid of that force. What do you have? Not afraid of that force either. It's just a lot of orcs. And we actually outnumber the orcs, which is a rarity when you're fighting orcs. When you're fighting Mordor. Normally you're the one who's outnumbered. So if you outnumber them, we're going to crush them at Sirlond. Give this to...
No fool.
Awaiting your command.
Always happy to deal with you, trusted friends.
We will give
Good day to
them
you.
Sorlon. And then we're going to move these troops to Kemabel, take it, and then seize Edlond. And then hopefully, which I know they're still kicking around, because that's what all that fighting is down there. Dol Amroth has not died yet.
Aye.
So you join up with him.
Fleet ready. Combining fleet. Aye, Captain.
There we are.
Aye, sire.
Let's hang out there. You'll hang out here. You'll rest and recuperate, as it is. Let's start things off with Gimli seizing the Morannon.
Leading the men with
Now.
honor, sire.
Alright, whatever. Alright, let's go.
Attack.
Always love besieging the Morannon. It's actually one of the few settlements that actually the wall is kind of a hindrance for the defender if you have catapults, because the AI will sit back and then you can breach the walls, and then the towers are useless because they only shoot forward, they won't shoot backwards. So it just negates that. But anyways, there we go. It's actually wise to build a siege ram and then just march the siege ram up, batter down a gate, and then charge in. So alright, this is a very elite force. I think I know why I put this force together. Not just to hold this, but just in case. Dark Lord shows up. This is the best I can field when it comes to anti-him. So,
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
where? Oh, right there. Okay. That's only going to end one way. Charge him down. There will be 2 episodes of Dwarfs of Erebor this week. That's what I've been doing is one of the others and then 2 of them, kind of like spotlight, and I'll separate them by a day.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash
They're
the
just
enemy.
instantly breaking. Kill the orc host. That's where their captain is. You are no longer needed.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And keep moving up.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break
That's
the
not gonna
spirit
end
of
well.
his army.
Oh, now they're fighting to the death, so they'll actually try and fight a little.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army.
Alright. Start advancing. That's comical. The gate is in range, so stop firing. Actually, get a little closer. Get a little closer. Get a little bit closer. So the dwarven catapult, I think, has the damage of the trebuchet, if I remember correctly. But in catapult form. And then has the mortar. How close are we to breaching?
The gates
Perfect.
are down! The gates are down!
That close! Like I knew we had to be somewhat close. Alright. We'll put you together as the 5th group. Move forward. Warmed up. Warmed up. Those King's Warriors just look like professional soldiers now with that heavy, thick armor that they got on. So do these guys. Look at that. Double-bladed axes. The spears even look like it. Looks like a professional army. The Iron Guard, not so much, but that's just because that's their stock look. These guys too. Oh no, they're not nearly as equipped. But yeah. The Wrath of the Dwarves. In. Pour in.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The
Push
enemy's
in.
walls belong to us now.
Create us some room.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Push forward.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
You form up over here. And you're gonna attack that other gate. You heard me. Move over there. It's not that difficult. You move up. Move. Move up. You'll get ready to breach those gates. Forming a wedge formation to break them. Break up the halberdiers. They're thinning right here. About to have missile support up top. No within range, yep. Turn. Should easily be able to hit that. Smash through it. Chosen are attacking. Then we all veer off.
The gates are down! The gates are down!
We smashed our way in. Shift you 3 over. I think they realized the validity of this, or the full hardiness of it. It's over. Storm on in.
They shall fear the sight of our beams. Let's get in there!
You outflank them. You prevent any rapid advance onto us to try and pin us down.
Get ready, dwarves! Grab your weapons!
Move. Surge forward. Swim around these guys. What do they got left? They got just their orc defenders. A few others. Move up. Black locks. Move into position. We gotta clear away these last Mongols chosen. These guys will rest. They're exhausted. They broke through the halberdier line.
We're here, laddie. Keep those axes ready.
Those are actually really good spearmen. Mongols chosen. Yep.
Grab your weapons. Forward.
Now they're running. I like how those don't even look like spears, they look like really long halberds. I mean, that looks like a spear, but that don't. That just looks like a halberd or a glaive. It's more like a really long glaive, a single-handed glaive. Looks like. Start firing. I'll just hammer them from afar. Move up.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
That's a lot of deaths. Alright, we'll speed it up.
Grab your weapons! Grab your weapons! Let's get going! Ready the catapult! Ready the catapult! Gunners! She's them!
Alright, we'll speed it up. There we go. Oh, they got a little bit of fight left in them.
tidings! The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to hell. The battle is very much in our favor. The enemy army. This is a clear victory.
That was fun.
If it came to it, we could ambush from here.
Mm. Yuck.
Glory and honor! Well done, men. A noble
Massacre.
victory.
Perfect. Rhunic has been seized. Nothing needs to be repaired. Like, they don't even have an army barracks here. That's interesting. Get a militia garrison going. Don't need that. Minion camp. Towers of Teeth. The Black Gates. Archery range. Need all that. Catapult maker. Perfection. Yeah, you ain't gonna make a bunch of money, but you'll hold.
Aye, sire. Aye, lord.
Alright, let's go down to Gondor and deliver the double whammy for this
Honor.
episode.
We march to battle.
And let's crush them. Let's do it.
The time's come, lads. To battle.
The fight for Western Gondor is about to begin. If Sauron falls, Mordor will never be able to reclaim Western Gondor. But if we lose, we can throw off this entire invasion. Right here. Or at least stall it. Probably just stall it.
Assemble the lords. Form one
Pull 'em
line.
up.
Keep those spears ready. Those axes ready.
Give me a secondary line
Form one line.
behind.
Assemble the lords. Form one line.
Axe throwers. You. Let's see what we can do here. Move you forward just a little bit. There we are. So we outnumber them.
Ready the catapult. Ready the catapult.
That's good.
Dwarfs. Get ready, dwarfs. Keep up now. Your weapon.
Where is the Erebor infantry? Alright, move you there.
Forward.
There. You concentrate there on the archers. Just be annoying. You. I have need of you, and I'm going to need you.
Get ready, dwarves! Forward! She's a beauty, isn't she?
Concentrate fire. Good hits. Full percent damage to the total force. So that's a couple hundred already dead.
Stay together, explorers! Grab your weapons! Stay in ranks! Ready the catapult!
Concentrate. That orc host, I think, is their general. Let me see. No. Wham! Slam right into the front lines.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we
sorry.
will smash the enemy.
Back them up. Peel down. Concentrate fire there. You should be just ripping them apart, and I think we are slowly. No, you better be going for somebody. So I can beat this guy, I can't beat the other guy too. Too many losses. The front line just broke. Peel down. Peel down. Plug the middle.
The enemy are
Concentrate
badly
fire.
blooded. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, but supposedly only 30% of their force, so half of these guys. So the main bulk of their army is these guys. I need them to come in like a battering ram. You almost upon me? You're enough to save me, yes. Good, alright. Move them up. Reform the lines. Get them. This is going to slowly come into our favor. The waning dusk of the evening, two titans clash. Start rolling this whole flank up. Just gonna form a small little... Here they come. If they will attack, hit them. They're all running. Make sure this guy flees the battlefield. Alright, they're running too. Peel you away. You three, form a line. Concentrate on the scouts.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
A lot of you guys. Turn you around. Here comes our big right hook, if they'll collapse it. Right now, forces could very easily crumble. I'm popping this because it's hard to see where all the troops are at. Slowly marching to the battlefield. Just in time.
Keep those axes ready.
Push you into their flank. This is a perfect result. There's lots of fighting going on, but they're going to be overwhelmed. This is just melee infantry. I don't even think there's any archers in it. It's just purely melee infantry. This is a rout. It's about to turn into one. It's just how long they want to keep fighting.
Only half the enemy force remains.
All this is over. They just keep not really fighting, they just keep pushing through. To stay together. Push up that way.
The The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Our men have captured the enemy general.
Perfect.
Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army.
I don't think there's much left, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of them left, but they're all scattered everywhere. It's a very messy battlefield, that's for sure. Here's the actual general. We kill him and they'll break and run.
Look how our cowardly foe runs.
They're rallying
It is
to
time
him,
press the attack.
trying to put up some sort of defense, but it is over. We baited them into our line
The
and
enemy
crushed them.
general lies
Perfect.
dead. Let the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords have his men.
Who's left to fight? Yeah, you chase after them. I guess it would be maybe these guys over here? Nope, they're all running. Trying to figure out who's actually still fighting.
The battle is very much in our favor.
These guys are
if we
fighting to
remain
the death.
true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Let's figure out who is still fighting.
Look how
There we go.
this is a clear victory.
It's actually not that many losses. I lost about 900 and they lost 5,000. With the bulk of it being their initial army. I probably defeated the first force with about 400 or 500 casualties, and then when the second force came in, it did a little bit more damage to me, and then oh shit, and then we rat hooked them. Mordor relies a lot on numbers and their heavy monsters to break enemy lines.
Hiding the troops as orders.
No. Excuse me.
A proud victory.
Out.
My king, leading the men with honor. Sire.
Occupy.
Victory. To get idea of service.
We'll talk to you next turn.
That's
What do they
not
got?
possible, sir.
Nothing. Perfect.
Aye, sire. Aye. I can't lead the troops there, sire.
Rally there.
Onward.
We'll do what we got to do. Alright, where is my spies? I have a few over here. I just don't remember what I did with them. Alright, hold up. No, I need to go to... no, faction ranking. Nice. All factions. So Mordor is above me. Who is that? Rune. That was Rune. That's interesting. So Rune was on the same playing field and I crushed them and then they just torpedoed. Yes, that was rude. Oh, hello. Alrighty.
My king.
So we'll do that next turn. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out where my agents are.
My lord.
Yes, my king. Something to investigate.
Alright, so I still got some spies all the way out here, huh? Alright.
They shall not see me, sire.
There they are.
Yes, my king. On my
Move
way.
east. So they got another army coming.
Moving quietly.
Ethelring.
Something to investigate.
Yeah, they are pushing
They
with
shall not
force.
see me, sire.
But that's good to know.
At your service.
Move south. So
Moving
they got
quietly.
3 armies coming up. Maybe about 4 in the field. And I have about 3. But I'm going to strike hard to Cannibal, seize it. Won't have the garrison any troops, and I'll just be able to just keep taking. Once I seize control over this and give that to Gondor, I'm going to move south, give that to take Eldarin. Probably keep it for myself. And then that'll be the furthest base of operations, and then just keep this moving where they hold this. Seize Ethelring, which is a city. And then I'll move along the coast, taking control over this, take the fortress, and then move that way. And then they'll hold that. Even just
I am
their
but an ally,
presence will
Lord.
help. Yeah, they're moving troops around.
Hail and well
I think they
met,
realize what I'm
noble
doing.
lord.
Hopefully. I'm saving them, is what I'm doing. Alright,
Aye, sire. My king. An honor, my lord.
let's see what my
Aye,
foes
lord.
do.
My king.
You
March!
just hang out there. We'll see what they do, and we'll need to get some spies
Something to investigate.
down here. Do I have any more?
Can I be of service? My king. Awaiting your...
Always happy to deal with you,
I
trusted
could give them a
friends.
region, which would be Rockberg. But I don't know if they'll hold it. That's the
Good
problem.
day to you.
I don't know. I'll think about that a turn.
Please send an emissary.
At your service.
Alright, I don't need you. I need you over here.
They shall not see me, sire.
Alright, let's
Stop
in
in
turn
years.
and see what happens. Yes, I'm pulling you southwards to take over positions. Hoping now Gondor will be able to assist, especially once I give them the Sorlon. They'll give them 3 settlements. They may not, you know. Oh, hello. We're going to attack and then retreat.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Not really. Pull back. Stack them all into the corner. And retreat.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so. There's no pride in hiding like this, sire.
That's not particularly where I
We'll
wanted you
rest
to
here
go,
the
but
night, sire.
I guess that'll work. You don't want to attack that fortified position. Perfect. Reforming. Umbar besieged. Rioting. I think we'll solve
My
that.
lord.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. How can we help?
You get sirloin.
How could we refuse such a Well, that seemed fruitful.
There we are.
Farewell.
Boom. Now,
Aye, lord.
this needs to be dislodged
My king.
rather quickly.
Aye. Move out.
And I need a general down here.
Aye, sire. Aye, lord.
You two
Aye,
elites.
aye. Aye, sire. My king.
We'll say we'll leave the
Aye.
cheaper units.
Aye. Move out. Aye, sire. March.
Move on,
Aye.
Munjin.
Forward.
Yeah, replenish.
Aye.
Move east.
Onward. Aye, sire. Aye. My king. Aye.
Wait, what the fuck?
Aye, lord.
Did I lose a general in all of that?
My king.
That's some bullshit right there.
Aye. Forward. Aye, lord.
Straight
Onward.
up BS.
Take a keen set of eyes to spot. Yes, my king.
Move you east.
Moving quietly. Continuing tomorrow, sire. At your service.
That's some really big
Something
BS.
to
Ethelring.
They shall not see me, sire.
Terranos is the fortress. They haven't
Moving
even
quietly.
fixed the fortress. They just leave it.
Yes, my king.
That's
They
interesting.
shall not
Yep, they
see
haven't
me,
fixed that one
sire.
either. 'Cause that's one way to take things.
Aye.
Alrighty.
My king.
Things.
Aye, my lord.
You'll talk
You
with
are
them and see if we can
mistaken,
get some
sire.
sort of peace agreement out. How's this going?
At your service. On my way. Yes, my king.
Well, your rapid
shall not see me,
advance
sire.
netted
At
you
your service. On
not
my
much.
way. Yes, my king. They shall not see
And
me,
you're
sire.
just chilling.
Aye, my king. Aye, noble sire.
Yep, we're taking control. We do need. Who's the one? You're the faction
Honor,
leader,
my
so actually,
Aye. Aye, my liege.
yeah, it'd be nice if I could get you on the move. $7K. May have to
My king. An honor, my lord.
move you south.
In your name, sire.
We need another general
Making
down in
camp
that
here,
area.
good sire. My king.
Move you over. Probably need
We'll
another
rest
2
here the
generals
night,
actually.
An honor, my lord. Marching now.
Okay, you're not going to be
My
nearly as
king.
helpful in the Under Towers. Move to
We'll
Harlon.
rest here the night, sir. Where to?
You move over.
March.
And you'll start taking up position for that.
Aye.
You
Aye,
move
sir.
north.
Aye. Forward. That'll do him
You'll go
today,
on the
sire.
expedition.
Aye. Aye, lord. Aye. Approaching to engage. Aye, my liege. We
Add your
march.
siege equipment.
Closing in the enemy. Aye, noble sire. We march to glory. My
You need
king.
one who is
March. I'm gonna
not
stick you.
really worried
Aye.
about that.
My king. Onward. Aye, Lord. March! Aye. Combining the armies, sire.
You'll hold that for now.
Something to investigate.
You move east.
Moving quietly.
I had
On
a
my
feeling
way.
that was gonna cause that.
An honor, my
Move
lord.
east.
Marching
Boom.
now.
You're over here now.
We'll rest here the night, sire. My king.
Yep.
Closing in the
I'm
enemy.
gonna go pick a fight with him. Which will be bloody, but we should win.
Aye, sire.
Move
Move
west.
out. We've marched our limit. We march no further today.
Alright, we're fine there. Not
Aye,
too
my
worried
liege.
about that.
Leading the men with honor, sire. Aye, lord. March! Aye, noble sire. Aye. Aye. Approaching to engage the enemy, sire. Glory to the king! Closing in the enemy. My king, we march to battle.
There we are.
Aye, sire. We hold them at siege.
There we are.
Aye, sire. Aye.
Do I have a general? I do.
Honor, my lord. Aye, lord. Aye, noble sire.
Swat
By
those
your
fools
will,
off.
sire, we shall engage. A proud victory.
Two generals actually coming.
We must. Glory and honor. Honor, my lord.
There we are.
My king. Move out. We march no further. Aye, my liege. Making camp
You will
here.
arrive, and then one general
We'll
will
rest
come over
the
here,
night, sire.
and then we'll use this, which will have my only catapult, and on that front, which I am getting another round of artillery.
Aye.
So that'll be good.
Aye. Forward.
Even the
Aye,
ballistas will
sire.
help.
Move out.
That'll allow me to breach certain
Aye, noble sire.
fortifications.
Set a watch. We camp here until morning.
Dale, how are we doing?
My king. Aye,
Getting
sire.
some very elite
Onward.
warriors out, so move
That'll
them
do 'em
south.
today, sire. We march no further today.
You
Aye,
have
sire.
some very elite warriors
Aye.
out.
Aye.
Erebor. Give me the elites. Over here, do the same. Down here. Eldgar, you can, and I think Mataram can. Yep, you can get them. That and that.
As much as you may wish it, I am not yours.
I am not an enemy.
Yes, my king.
Y'all are
Moving
weak
quietly.
over here.
At your service.
I am definitely not the enemy. Alright,
Honor, my lord.
so,
Aye, sire.
can you... no. How are we? We can get us another siege. Pub going, we're not 52%, so that should stop
My lord. My king.
any
My
real
king.
chances
Aye. Forward.
of a rebellion.
Aye.
Move south.
Move out. My king.
You,
Aye, sire. Aye, noble
along
sire.
with you three, move west to
Set a watch.
Vergost.
We camp here until morning.
Alston, yep, you. That, and then that. Alright,
My king.
where are we at? Comes to everything. We'll do one more battle, and that'll be this battle right here.
Aye, lord.
And then
My
we'll have
king.
the next episode.
Aye.
Which will not be
Approaching to
recorded
engage
right
the
after
enemy,
this one.
sire.
Will be recorded
Stand
either
true.
later on today
Stand
or
victorious.
tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. In the morning. For Memorial Day.
For the moment the fortune of battle goes our way, let's pray it remains as such.
That it do. That it do, pig. That it actually get up on top of this hill. I like that idea. You at the back.
Assemble lads, form one line.
Form in the middle.
How about some fighting? Assemble lads, form
Right behind them.
Dwarfs.
Oh, I have another.
Assemble lads.
Actually, because they're going to be formed up right there. So let's do this. That whole wing. You in the middle. Then you directly behind them to protect them. You on the extreme left. Will be used as a reinforcement wing. You there. There we are.
She's a beauty, isn't she? Ready the catapult.
Rain death upon them.
Forward. Ready the catapult. Orders completed, my king. Closing. She's a beauty, isn't she? Oh. Keep up now.
Like so. Like here, so they cannot move up that breach.
Stay together, axe throwers.
This is a lot more of a militia force.
Axe throwers.
That lady here is gonna get ripped apart.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Get him. Now start throwing your axes at them. You orc maulers about to be cut to pieces. Yeah, Moran and you, this little force is about to be crushed. We're about to crush this army and then pour in like so. You charge down on the black Uruk archers. This section is collapsing.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yep. Good, 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 good. They're running everywhere trying to run away from this fight. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Come on. Come on. Zelvidia should break here soon.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Who's left? He's running. Kill him.
Our men have
Nice.
captured the enemy general. Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army. Stay together, extras! Orders completed. The enemy army flees. This is a clear victory. Well done, lads. Nobody'll ken we be here.
No, excuse.
Glory to the king! Aye, lord.
An honor, my lord.
Aye, sire.
Aye, my liege.
And then you'll
My king,
rapidly move over here.
my lord,
We'll
we
deal with
come.
him, and then
Would of a
we'll
good
push
sire.
these troops this away. We'll deal with this. And then, because the bulk of their armies are here. But if we can choke this out, then they'll be stuck here. So what they're about to do is race to this defense. And then pull back, and then try and probably try and take these two settlements back. They ain't going to expand this way. They're going to try and relink their provinces, which makes them
Aye.
easily done for ambushes. And then once we deal with all that, then we just got to push in and in by taking this and this settlement and then this settlement, and then there's just one, and then the two here. Well, actually, no, the one here, because that's a fort now. Or is it? Yeah, it's a fort now. It's not two settlements back to back. So, until next time, this has been Warrior. Hope you enjoyed the episode in its entirety, and I'll see you in the next one as our war against Mordor continues with pretty good advances on multiple fronts. We seize control over this. We've penetrated down to Rockburg. We are besieging Tirth Anduin. We'll have some siege defenses here. Our allies are clearing up what they can. Here and here. They're rallying here. I may give this to Dale. And then give this to Dale. And then that would force them down to defend this while I go in and take all of this. And they just kind of hold this line. But we shall see.